Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Crawdaddy Stacks. It is Wednesday, December 3rd. I had to look at the calendar over there. I done forgot what day it was. Having a good week. I hope all y'all are too. Getting some things done. Fairly busy. Haven't been able to get a video up in a few days, so I figured I'd drop this video here today. And it is the long-awaited what not to do on WhatNot. I also have several mail calls here, so I'm going to try to make this quick, but this might actually make the CNN longest video of the week. I'll try not to do that. If y'all haven't caught that episode, Fish and the Kansas Kid, they done a great job opening up their first CNN broadcast. It was very informative. They actually threw a shout out to me, so I really appreciate that. I've actually gained some subscribers since y'all posted that video, so I truly appreciate y'all for doing that. All right, well, let's get into it. Metal prices today. Gold is up about $29. It's sitting at $42.34.40, and silver is up again 42 cents, $58.81, almost $59 for silver. Mind blowing, y'all. That's crazy. First things first, I got some giveaways here off WhatNot. There's 4 Grammys going into the Hungry chest. Pirate Falls. Routine as normal. Also picked up 2 dimes. These were not giveaways. These were actually included in an order that I had won but didn't mean to win. It's a long story, but the seller on there actually hooked me up, so to speak, and I got refunded, and he sent 2 dimes anyways. So there are some good people on WhatNot. I really appreciate that. I'm not going to throw his name out there. I just don't know if he wants to be recognized in that way, but there are some good people on WhatNot, y'all. So these 2 silver Roosevelt dimes are going into the tube. That tube is almost full. All right, let's get into this what not to do on WhatNot, since we're talking about it. Number 1, I would have to say, is don't trust everybody. You have to listen to what the sellers are saying. Watch enough of the video or the stream before you make any bids or whatsoever. Listen to what they're saying. If they're sitting there saying, I have this 1940 Roosevelt dime here, and man, it should catch $12. It is in great condition. $12 dime, a $12 dime. Go, go, go. More. And you might want to try to stay away from those. Every seller is going to try to talk up their item, but if they get way out of control with it, it is not a buyer that can be trusted, in my opinion. There's been one on there, and he's not on there anymore. He actually got kicked off of WhatNot by WhatNot because he was doing these things. He came back under a different name. They figured out who it was again, and they boot him off again. So you have to pay attention, listen to what they're doing. As far as fakes go, I have not run across anybody selling fake silver, fake gold, fake platinum, anything. I'm sure they're out there. If fakes can be made, they're going to be sold. So you have to be careful of that. Watch and listen. That's number 1. Don't trust everybody. Number 2, don't get starstruck. We have a large community on YouTube, y'all, and several of them have their YouTube channels, and they have their WhatNot streams. I have been privileged to join some of these streams and even buy some things off of these streams. However, you have a lot of people in the chat and watching the stream that don't know nothing about metals. They are starstruck. They are, oh man, I'm just going to throw some names out there. I'm not accusing anybody though. That's spectacular. Oh, I watch him every week. And I'm going to pay $200 for 1 ounce of silver. Yeah, that's not a good idea to do. Support the channels by all means. Spectacular, T the Silver Stacker, Silver Seeker does it, Rob Finds Treasure does it. Right, there's just so many out there that are good to support their channels, and by all means do, but don't overpay because you have other people in the stream that are just going to bid, and just keep bidding just because of who the seller is. Um, I love to support these streams, y'all. So I highly recommend it. You just have to be careful. There's one in particular. He's not a member of our community. He's actually a pawnbroker, not too far from where I live. Um, his channel is blowed up. I enjoy his content. They do a great job. I watch every video. I enter every giveaway. I'm in pretty much every stream he does on WhatNot. But y'all, you have 1 ounce of silver going for $200 on his stream just because of who he is and people not knowing what they're doing. I will say this about this channel and this gentleman. He's pretty good, pretty honest. If somebody really overpays for something, he's like, "Oh wow, I'm going to throw this in with it," and he'll throw in something else to make it a little bit more worthwhile. So don't get starstruck. That's number 2, y'all. Number 3, and ask me how I know this, because it's happened to me on a couple of occasions. Once recently with these dimes that I just put in this tube. No kids around your phone when you're on WhatNot. Because if you're sitting there and you're trying to bid on something or just watching and going through it and they bump you and your finger hits that swipe button, guess what? It's yours if nobody else outbids you. Don't set your phone down and go do something else with the stream still going, because your little 3-year-old twin might pick up your phone and buy something that wasn't intended to buy, and you have to contact the seller and say, "Listen, man, I'm sorry. I'm a member of your channel. I watch you all the time. I would not have bid on that item, blah, blah, blah." And hopefully they'll give you a refund. And if not, WhatNot's pretty good about it. But they will send you sometimes something to compensate, even though you are the one that messed up. So don't set your phone down, don't leave it unattended, and don't have your kids sitting in your lap while you're on WhatNot, because it can cost you money. Number 4, the auction speeds. You have to kind of be careful with that. Some people have them set up for 10 seconds. Some people have them set up for 5 seconds. It can be a resetting clock, such as if it's on 10 seconds and somebody bids at 5, it resets it to 10. And then somebody else bids after it gets down to like 3 or 4, and it sets it to 8, and it'll just keep resetting it. And then when finally the auction's over, when nobody else bids, the timer runs out and that item is sold. Or they have what's called sudden death. It can be a 10-second sudden death where it just counts down to 10 seconds, and boom, 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 and when it gets down to 1, the last bid in wins. 5-second sudden deaths. I've seen 3-second sudden deaths. Those go extremely fast. When it comes to the sudden death type auctions, I do not swipe at all. I will show you what I'm talking about. Here's a WhatNot page. I don't even really know this seller. I just picked one out. But if you see down here, it says you can bid or you can custom. Now, on the 5-second sudden deaths, you have to be really quick. But you can hit this little custom button right there and it pops up. You type in whatever you want to bid, the most maximum amount you want to bid. You hit submit, and then if nobody else outbids you, you win that auction. If you're in a 5-second auction and you're sitting there going swipe, oh no, swipe, oh no, swipe. By the time it gets to that 5-second sudden death at the end, that thing could be up to 60, 70, $80 before you know it, and you have overpaid for an item. So use the custom bid. They also have a pre-bid. If you go into their shop, which would be like right over here, and go into their shop, a lot of times it'll say pre-bid on a certain item. And when that item comes up, you have your pre-bid in, and if you win it, you win it. If somebody outbids you, then you just don't win it. But it's a lot safer than just swiping, especially in the really fast auctions. The really fast auctions will get you hemmed up quick. So be careful with that. And number 5, the the games. Wheel games, set surprise games. Let's see if I can find one here. Oh, here's a good one. I watch these guys all the time. I've won several giveaways from them, but I don't play their games. I'm just a givey goblin. They have these little packs. They sell them, and you bid on them, and it's a surprise pack. You don't know what's in there. It could be an ounce of silver. It can be a quarter ounce of silver. A lot of them will have gold in their packs, but just don't know. It's a mystery pack. It's kind of like the Ultra Breaks, stuff like that. You don't know what you're buying until you buy it. You can't overpay on stuff like this, y'all. I stay away from it because I'm not a gambler. I don't really do the games very much. I've played them in the past. I've won a couple in the past. But overall, I try to stay away from those type games. I go strictly to the auction style where I can see the item. Classic Kid is one of my favorites. Silver Stacker is at one of my favorites. They show you the item. Oh, I have this here. Oh, look. All right, start the bid, and it goes. You can still overpay on those now because you still might have some people in the stream not knowing what they're doing or supporting. Like I said, I'll overpay for stuff to support Silver Stacker. I love his channel. I will do what I can. When it comes to Ravenhawks auctions on YouTube, same deal. I'll pay just to support those channels. But I'm not going to overpay extremely. You know what I'm saying? There'll be people on there, like I said, just spending way too much. But the wheel games, that's your call. If you want to take a chance and buy a pack for $100 and get a $30 quarter ounce piece, you know, that's up to you. I just try to stay away from it. So that is my what not to do on WhatNot. Be safe, be vigilant, keep an eye out. I'll go over them again. Let's see. Don't trust everybody. Don't get starstruck. No kids. Watch your auction speeds and don't swipe on the sudden death ones. And then the wheel games. Just be cautious about those as well. And you can find some really good deals on WhatNot. All right. So I'm going to get on with these mail calls so I don't have to waste all of your time today. Fighting off a little bit of a cold. My twins have had cold, so now I'm fighting off a little bit myself. We got here a little call from Mr. Jeffrey Button. I sent him some swag, and I assume this is him sending it back. When it comes to my swag that I've sent out, my chips and my stickers, I have sent out several. I've sent out 8 or 9. Some people have gotten them, some people hasn't. Last time I talked to Jeffrey, he hadn't gotten his yet. A couple others haven't gotten it yet. I have sent them out. Some of y'all didn't even know they were coming. It was just I follow your channels and I looked up your address on your YouTube information and sent it to you. So I hope the information you had on your YouTube information was correct because that's where it went. And then there's others that have requested it that I will be trying to get it out this week. So let's see what we got here from Mr. Button. All right. Hello, Adam. Welcome to the Gold community. Hope your channel will get a jump start. Be sure to follow the other channels and join in on the lives. It's a great way to get new subscribers. Absolutely, I agree 100%. Also, hope you are on the mend, and may God bless you. I appreciate that, Jeff, so much. I enclosed some of my channel stickers along with a couple from other channels. Also, the poker chip in my channel. Looking forward to seeing yours and adding to my collection. Thanks much, Jeff. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate the letter and the advice as well. So let's see what we got here. Tuesday night, YouTube. Flash in your pan. Tuesday night hangout. 7 years. Okay, very good, very nice. The Gentleman Prospector. The Classy Classifier Outdoors. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. And here's Jeff's stickers. If y'all haven't followed Jeff, look him up. He has some really good content. There he is right there. At Jeffrey Button 1017. And here's his poker chip. Very good. Mountain Fortune. High stakes. Jeff Button. That's really cool. Very, very cool. So happy and excited to add that to my collection. Very nice. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it, brother. And please let me know if you don't get what I sent you soon. And I'll be glad to resend it because I want to make sure you get it what you need. All right, coming up next, we have Ravenhawk Coins, Norman, Oklahoma. Auction I won last Thursday. Well, I think it was a Thursday. It might have even been Thursday before. I can't remember. I don't know. It wasn't Thanksgiving, I don't believe. I was too busy watching football. So it had to be the Thursday before. So let's see what we got here. Thank you for your continued support of the nest. Much appreciated, my friend. Respectfully, Raven. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's from the Ravenhawk Coins family. Have a great day. His little catch line. If you need to get a hold of Raven, there's his information. Thank you for the well wishes and the card. And what we have here is something that he had on his stream that, like I said, I'm not much into foreign coins, but when I see something I like, I get it. 1868 5 francs, however you say it. I'm from the South, I'm gonna call it francs. Got Napoleon III. Coins in very nice condition. Flip. Very nice, 1868. Very, very nice. I like that coin a lot. So I appreciate that, Raven. Very good purchase there. And here is from Classic Kid Coins. It's not a war nickel, y'all. I didn't win a war nickel. But I did purchase an item for $18.05. And I believe I had a 5% off coupon for that if I don't remember. So I got it for $18.05. And I already had one of these, but I wanted another one just because, just to have it. Not in great condition, but it is the Columbian Expo $50. There was a reason why I wanted another one. And I'm not sure that my reason is going to stick around. I've kind of looked into something I wanted to do, and it's a little bit out of my budget at this time. But $18.05 for a $50, especially the first commemorative $50, I'll take that all day. That was a good deal. I don't care who you are, that was a good deal. And now we have the famous T, the Silver Stacker. You see, I got his little crate over here. Got some flips in there. It does work good for that T. I appreciate it. That was a good purchase in my opinion to be able to display some things. So I'll try to get into this here without cutting myself. Let's see here. There, now I see it. There we go. What y'all think of the price of silver, y'all? Is it going to keep just skyrocketing? Are we going to see $70 silver soon? Don't know whether to be excited about that, unhappy about that. Excited for the stack, sad for the wallet. So we got some stuff here from T. Oh, he threw in some extra goodies. All right. First, he sent a T the Silver Stacker bottle opener. Well, look at that. That is nice. I appreciate that little freebie. Really do. T the Silver Stacker. Here's his information. If y'all don't know, everybody knows T. Everybody knows T. Need to get a hold of him. So first things first, got me a Givy. Crawdad little Givy. Just a gram of silver. You know where the grams go. Jump, jump, jump. Y'all got y'all's pouchos. I got my chest though. I got a little story about the pouchos too that's a little interesting. Let me get through this here and we'll go into it. So what we have here that I purchased, which only got one receipt. Oh, there it is up top. Okay. So I paid $8 for my very first Barber dime. 1901 Barber dime in great condition for its age, if you ask me. I don't grade coins, know nothing about grading coins, but this one looks like it's in really good condition. How about somebody that does know a little bit more than me about it? What condition y'all think that is? I know it's not brilliant uncirculated, I know that much, but I think it's fine to extra fine. I don't know, maybe, guessing. So thank you, T. I appreciate that. And what I was telling you about a while ago, when I was opening some of the 4 gram givvies that I have down here, I had 5. You notice there was only 4 because one of them dropped as I was opening it. There was a hole in the Ziploc bag that I didn't know about, and it fell and it went into the couch somewhere. So my coucho, not my poucho, but my coucho ate my gram, and I have not been able to find it. So maybe one day it'll fall out. If we ever move, I might find it. Or if we don't move and I sell the couch or whatever, so I might just get a free gram of silver. So my coucho was hungry and ate my silver gram. That was pretty disheartening, but funny at the same time. Last but not least, let me get on with this video. One from Silver Stacker LLC. This is a first for me as well. I paid under spot for everything here. Let's see. Nope, this was not under spot. I'm sorry. It was just a little bit over spot. I think spot was like $57 or $55 at the time. Yeah, $55 at the time, and I paid $58 for this. So, but it's my first as well. I do not have one of these in my stack. And it is a vintage Johnson Matthey bar in its original packaging. So that was my $58 purchase from Silver Stacker LLC on WhatNot. I really wanted that when I seen it. Other people were paying upwards of 60, 65, 70 bucks for them. I got it for 58 because I went in there and done my little custom bid, and I typed 58, and that's all I wanted to buy. And nobody outbid me, and I won it. That's what I do on WhatNot. More often than not, I do the custom bids, y'all, and I highly recommend it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I've wasted enough of y'all time. We're going on 25 minutes now. I don't think that's going to make the CNN longest video of the week, but it might be up there, so I'm sorry for the length. But I wanted to get through this stuff today. I'm going to get up a little short here in a little bit. I want y'all to check out. It's going to be a little comical, I think. And I just hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you on the next time. God bless. Crawdaddy Stacks is out.